Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ron Lorenz, and on behalf of the Board of Education and the faculty of the Red Oak Community School District, I want to welcome you to this afternoon's commencement ceremony. Thank you all for coming, and thanks to everyone who has played a part in helping these graduates get to this point. I offer a special thank you to the guests of honor this year, the class of 2023. I'm grateful for the many ways you've contributed to our school district, and I wish you the very best as you leave our hallways and embark on the next phase of your life. In addition to welcoming everyone, I want to offer a few words of encouragement to all of you graduates. Truth be told, I offer a plea more than advice, a humble petition for your very best efforts. You see, when I look upon your bright, shining faces, I'm filled with hope. Hope not just for your personal success, but for the promise of a brighter future. When we examine our current state of affairs, it's easy to feel like we're moving in the wrong direction. We need you and your generation to right the ship. We're counting on you to do better for everyone's sake. In particular, there are three things that we desperately need from each and every one of you: civility, perseverance, and passion. Civility is the foundation of our society. Courtesy, common sense, and civility promote meaningful relationships, communication, and cooperation. Sheila Seuss Kennedy said, "We cannot find common ground without civility, and we cannot solve our problems without finding common ground." We certainly have our share of problems to solve. So as politicians manufacture contempt to accentuate our differences, we need you to focus on the innate similarities and the common objectives of all people. As so many of your elders rely on bitter emails and scathing social media posts to criticize and condemn, we need you to be respectful, accountable, and kind to one another. When theorists such as William Alke suggest we Americans have lost our sense of trust, our appreciation of friendship, and our concern for one another as individuals, we need you to prove them wrong. Doing these things will feel like an uphill battle at times. This is where perseverance comes into play. Perseverance is simply having the discipline to finish what you start and push through the setbacks and complications you will inevitably face. As you've probably heard many times during your schooling, failure is part of the learning process, but only if you have the resilience to carry on, to learn from your mistakes, and to grow. Those of you who persevere will experience a greater sense of gratitude, self-fulfillment, achievement, and personal well-being. These things equate to happiness, and happiness is all that everyone in this room wants for you. Passion is also an important part of happiness. In simple terms, your passion leads you to your purpose. You are not here by accident. All of us are put on this earth with unique gifts and God-given talents to do very specific things. When you find your thing, you will find your mission, your calling, and your true place in the world. When you discover your passion, everything will fall into place and there will be no stopping you. Your passion will drive you. It will make you more resilient. It will make you more positive. It will make you more grateful. It will ultimately make you successful beyond measure. With all this being said, I encourage you to go out into the world and make it a better place. In doing so, I know you will all be good people, happy people, and successful people. I would now invite School Board President Brett Blackman to recognize the faculty attending this afternoon's ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Lorenz, and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brett Blackman. I'm a proud 1996 Tiger graduate and honored to serve as the president of the Red Oak Community School District Board of Directors. On behalf of the Board of Directors, welcome to the 2023 Red Oak Community School District graduation ceremony, celebrating 75 graduating seniors that were let out by our amazing faculty through the processional. This is symbolic to recognize the amazing teachers we have in Red Oak and the incredible impact they have on our students. They play important roles to make graduation ceremonies like today possible. Teachers educate our children. They mentor, coach, and challenge our students. They bring passion every day to teach our kids to learn about academics and about life, preparing them to become adults. I've had the privilege to witness the impact of teachers my entire life. My father, Ken Blackman, a 39-year retired educator with 36 years in Red Oak. My wife, Brandy, 23 years as a teacher, and my entire career at the University of Nebraska has been surrounded by the impact of education. I've seen it through the lens of former students of my father's, of elementary students who run up to their Red Oak teachers in the stores with huge smiles on their faces to share excitement and joy. I see it through the impact when watching the amazing award-winning musical Fiddler on the Roof that was performed this spring, and the incredible positive engagement and energy shared between students and Mr. and Mrs. Marsden. I see it with the recognition of our teachers. Inman Elementary teacher, Mrs. Christina Chilton, was recently awarded the Charles E. Lincoln Foundation Outstanding Teacher Award in Southwest Iowa this month for her work inspiring students. And Red Oak had 14 teachers in total nominated by the community, demonstrating the positive impact our teachers have with students. Teachers are more than educators. They build important, meaningful relationships that help our students grow and inspire them to be our best. These examples could be said about every one of our amazing teachers. Now, graduates, please stand. I would bet that each one of your parents can share a story about teachers that impacted and influenced their lives growing up. One personal example I'll share from my time at Red Oak. Mr. John Gans, a longtime now retired Red Oak school teacher and coach, brought my class into the library at the junior-senior high school here in 1996, and was thrilled to show us this new thing called the internet on the one computer that had it. It may sound funny today, but that was cutting edge at the time, and I will never forget that moment as my entire professional career was sparked by the educational foundation received here at Red Oak. When you reflect today, tomorrow, or 25 years from now about your time going to school in Red Oak, I have no doubt you'll remember your teachers' influence and impact as well. In life, you'll have mentors at different points of your journey, but don't forget about those teachers that helped build your foundation here in Red Oak. Students, please turn and face your teachers behind you and give them a round of applause. Thank you, students. You can be seated now. On behalf of the Red Oak Community School District Board of Directors, congratulations, students, on your graduation today. And thank you to all of our teachers for the care, the passion, and commitment you bring as positive impacts on our student and society as a whole. And graduates, always remember your roots that started here in Red Oak with your education. And don't forget, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce today's staff members selected to address the graduating class of 2023. Today's speaker was selected by a senior class vote about 5 weeks ago. Students could vote on any staff member they had in the past from preschool to their senior year of high school. This year there were many votes from elementary teachers, principals, and even some votes for teachers whom have retired or since moved away from Red Oak. However, when all the votes were tallied, there was one clear-cut winner. Today's speaker was hired late in the hiring season in June of 2013. And during their interview, I can remember asking myself, how is such a smart and caring person not snagged up by another school already? My wonder soon drifted to getting the interview over as soon as possible so we could offer them a position before another school beat us to it. Then anxiety set in. When I thought about the ornery upcoming students in the 8th grade class, I wondered, would this teacher be too kind to manage such a challenging group like that? Should I tell them about this group before I offer them position or after? Well, I do not remember exactly which path I chose, but I'm certainly glad they accepted our offer to teach at Red Oak Middle School at that time. Seniors, remember, kindness always prevails. And I firmly believe that this teacher received the most votes because of their heart. It all goes back to that kind heart we saw in that interview back in June of 2013. And as time passed, this teacher became well known for other reasons, like their theatrical instruction and their ability to make literature come to life. But more importantly, they became known for their unwavering care for each of their students, as kids and young adults over anything else. And just like last year's speaker, Mr. Kipley, this year's speaker was selected because of the relationships they've built with their students. As you grow into adulthood, some of you may remember this teacher for her fun way of teaching Romeo and Juliet, or if you were lucky enough to have her in 8th grade, her Outsiders unit. But as you grow old, many of your memories will begin to fade, and I imagine most of you will simply remember her for how kind she was to everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce your teacher speaker, Miss Kelsey Mangold.
Thanks for being patient. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Good afternoon, parents, family, faculty, administration, and board members, and a very special welcome to our graduates. I also want to extend a very big thank you to the staff behind the scenes, making this ceremony a success for our kids and our community. The work that you have done organizing this event is appreciated. I am in a little bit of a disbelief about this moment and what we're doing here. I mean, you're graduating, and you've made it to this moment, and I could not be more proud of you. But most of all, I really hope that you are proud of yourself. It is an absolute honor and privilege to be speaking to you today. Graduates, you are a class that has my heart in a really special way. Leaving the classroom 2 years ago means that you were my very last class that I got to teach. And I got to have you twice. And I wouldn't trade that for anything, and I have loved being a part of your journey. When I thought about the fact that this might be the last chance I have to give you any sort of advice, or really have you as a captive audience, I initially thought about going down memory lane and showing photos from your 8th grade year, when I made you make silly faces and I printed them out for the bulletin board, or when you dressed up as greasers or socias from the book The Outsiders. I still have all of those. And I definitely wished I had taken photos from when we were acting out Romeo and Juliet. Some of our acting combos were amazing and hilarious. I will not be forgetting that at any time. Unfortunately, they didn't allow me to do that, so we're gonna have to go on without those. However, parents, guardians, siblings, if you would like some of those photos, I would be happy to share them with you. Send me an email, mangoldk@redoakschools.org. So after discarding these nostalgic photos, I spent time thinking about the memories that I had and what you talked to me about most often. And I thought about The Outsiders, where we learned to stay gold. The Raven, where we learned about talking birds, always kind of being creepy and a little confusing. And in Romeo and Juliet, where we find that losing ourselves completely to someone else does not allow you to make positive decisions, and that battles of pride do nothing but destroy who and what we love. But I also had a few recollections of kids mysteriously reading their books upside down, or forgetting them every day of the week, or helping navigate a little bit of the drama, or a bit of the eye rolling when you thought something wasn't cool. You eye rollers, though, just you wait. Of all of my time with your class, I think we share many of the same favorite moments. The Outsiders is always a favorite, and I believe that we can all learn something from the main character, Pony Boy. And yes, that really is his name, Pony Boy. One of his best friends, Johnny, saves a group of children from a burning building, and his last words are, "Stay gold, Pony Boy, stay gold." And that's a reference to a poem by Robert Frost. The poem refers to the birth of spring and its golden nature, the fresh outlook, the new beginning, the innocence of it all. In the novel, Johnny has a slightly different meaning, but plays on that idea. To stay gold is being yourself and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. To stay gold is refusing to be full of bitterness and becoming cynical and angry even when it seems like the world is stacked up against you. To stay gold is to see hope. And I want to be honest with you, it's not easy sometimes. Even now, I sometimes let that bitterness win. It's a lesson we probably have to learn over and over. But don't let yourself forget. Be vulnerable. Find the simple wonders in life, like Pony Boy and his sunsets. Keep seeking adventure and that childlike wonder. And with that in mind, today is a celebration of you and the beginning of the next phase of your life. And as such, I would love for you to pause and take in this moment. Graduates, I'm sure you're counting down the minutes, waiting for when you have to get up on this stage and hoping you don't fall or mess up anything, which you won't, okay, you'll be fine. But the real core memory of today is your accomplishment and the people who are here to celebrate you. So, graduates, take a deep breath, and I'd like you to stand up. Oh, see, I saw some of those eye rolls already. Still got it, yeah. All right, so now go ahead and just take a little turn and take a look at these people who are here for you today. Let's go ahead and turn. Find those people, just take a look at them, and soak up this moment and give yourself a second to breathe and take it all in. And for the rest of us, good, we've already started. I'd like to take about 10 seconds just to clap and cheer for some of our favorite kids here. Thank you. Good. Okay, go ahead and sit down now. So you're now probably sufficiently embarrassed or have definitely given me those eye rolls. I did see a few. It's true. Yeah. But it's so important to take in this moment, to pause and allow yourself to take it in. Allow yourself to see the beauty of this ceremony, of the world, and your accomplishments in it. I'm eternally grateful for the impact you have had on me and for the chance to be a small part in the epic journey of your life. Be kind and good to those around you. Let yourself be vulnerable and innocent. Refuse to let the bitterness and cynicism win. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Stay gold. With all of my heart, congratulations, class of 2023.
Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Van Osdale, and I'm the school counselor, and I have had the wonderful pleasure of getting to know most every single one of you, some of you more than others, but I'm truly going to miss you, but I'm so proud of you. So I'm here to award the top 10%, and I'll explain a little bit how we did that this year. Traditionally, the J.R. Inman Scholars have been honored at graduation with the valedictorian and the salutatorian speaking to their graduating class. New this year, Red Oak High School offered every senior the opportunity to submit speeches to address their classmates on this day. In addition, in keeping with Mr. Inman's commitment to education, the top 10% of each graduating class will be honored as a J.R. Inman Scholar. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the J.R. Inman Scholars in alphabetical order. So seniors, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names are read. Dawson Bond.